Hi, I'm Peter Arndt, Executive Officer of the Justice and Peace Commission for the Archdiocese for over 20 years. I'm also a member of the inclusion team in Evangelisation Brisbane. Since my teenage years, I've always been involved in grassroots community action in my local community of Ipswich and in Brisbane. This has importantly included helping to develop a social justice commitment in my parish and ecumenically in Ipswich. Why do I do this? And why do I want my fellow Catholics in parishes and communities across the Archdiocese to do this too? It's simple. As Christians, we are called by Jesus to immerse ourselves in the life of the world, to be deeply in touch with the joy and the hope, the grief and anxiety of our fellow human beings and indeed of the whole of creation. Hearing and seeing and feeling the signs of our times and shining the light of the gospel into the trouble and pain we see. Before Pentecost, the apostles were huddled behind closed doors, fearful, maybe even comfortable and safe. But Jesus' gift of the Spirit helped them to throw open those doors, get out onto the streets and shine the light of Christ into the lives of all those they encountered. That's what I believe we are invited to do today, to get out of the four walls of our church and immerse ourselves into the messiness and trouble of the world around us. As Pope Francis put it, I'd much prefer a church which is bruised, hurting and dirty because it's on the streets than a church which is unhealthy from being confined and from clinging to its own security. I hope that Catholics everywhere will get onto the streets locally and engage with all those who are rejected and left out by the rest of society. Meet their immediate needs, but also accompany them in their struggle to overcome all those things which deny them dignity. I hope also that we can pay attention to the struggles of people in our region and in other parts of the world, and to the serious threats to God's creation as well. As Pope Francis put it, we need to hear the cries of the earth and the cries of the poor and to act. Our encounter with Jesus Christ in the Eucharist should be evident in our relationships with the people around us and with God's creation. I dream of a church through which all can experience the loving presence of the Jesus we encounter each Sunday at Mass through our solidarity with all those who struggle for justice and dignity, whether it's homeless people or First Nations people in our own community or oppressed people in other lands like Myanmar, Hong Kong and West Papua. I long for a church which offers the love of Christ to heal our wounded earth and all the creatures with which we share this planet. None of this is easy. But just like the apostles, Jesus gives us the Spirit. Jesus is with us always. We can't solve all the problems of the world, but we can do something in our little corner of the world to shine the light of Christ and let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream.